We cannot do this alone. That's what one of the things that I learned since day one when I became part of SHAP. Everything started 2 years ago when I became part of SHAP HEC. I quickly became the vice president external. And at first, I didn't think that I was ready for that position, but I quickly understood that I wasn't alone in this. I had my team, I had Chef UH, I had the Chef Professional. And whenever I went to Mila and National Convention, I got to meet so many people and learn so many things that drove me to better myself and give back. This is what drove me when last year, in my first semester at Chef UH, I had the idea to get better. I had two goals in mind. The first one was that I wanted to learn what made this organization so great. And the second thing that I wanted to do was become part of the organization as one of the e-board. The way that I did this was yeah.
Juan Pablo, sorry, you cut out a little bit.
Okay.
So I think it was just for about 10 seconds. So if you want to go back to a little bit before.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay, so all that, meeting those many people drove me to whenever I joined Chef UH last year, I wanted to improve myself and get to know this organization. So I wanted to have two goals. The first one was get to know the organization, and the second one would be part of the e-board. The way that I did this was talking to e-board former and current e-board chairs and members to get to know what we are doing great and we will have to improve on. And those things led me to have the idea to have many goals in mind. That's why I had to do three things: improve communication, improve our sorry, improve our feedback and accountability. Those three things would make that at the end of the year, we could be able to not feel like we're doing this just because we're doing it. We're getting something back from it. And that's what I want to do as a vice president internal. So this year, I'm running to be the vice president internal. My name is Juan Pablo Zambrano, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Juan, for your speech. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. And the first one is, what is most important to you and the organization? Is it the mission, the vision, or the core values, and why?
To me, the most important thing is the values. Without that, we don't know why we're doing it and why we're doing it for. So that makes us and guides us to improve ourselves, to improve for the students, and improve for the future members.
Okay, thank you. The next question. So I know you're going to be a full-time student by the looks of what you responded to us. The BPI position is one of the most time-consuming positions on the e-board. It requires incredible time management skills. What have you done in order to prepare yourself for the position?
Okay, so this semester I was able to, I have been a full-time student since I started college, and also I have been in several in SHEP and various positions, so I've been able to manage those things. I have also had to be in my family. I move around, so I have a great time management. I'm always on time for things, and I don't schedule anything that I don't know that I can do. So that's why I chose to be a BPI, because I knew from the things that I do that I can push myself to get into this position, do everything that I have to do.
And the last question. As BPI, one of your major responsibilities in the composition and delivery of the NRP report. This report is meant to summarize the quantitative and qualitative effects of the efforts of your team and your chapter, as it pertains to the mission, the vision, the core values, and the 5 pillars of SHEP. The 5 pillars are chapter development, professional development, academic development, leadership development, and community outreach. Out of these 5 pillars, which one do you believe needs the most improvement at SHEP UH? What do you recommend for it to be improved? And lastly, how will you measure its success so it can be reflected in the NRP?
Okay, so to me, one of the things that we have to improve on is the mentors and mentees. Uh, I was part of the mentor and mentee program for the first semester, and it became pretty difficult, not only for me, but also for my mentor. But I knew from knowing so many people here at Chef that there is so many people who are ready to be mentors. It's just that there hasn't been that encouragement to be able to do it. I believe the way to do it is try to push those people, not forcing them, of course, but letting them know, hey, you will be a great person to lead those new members.
Okay. Thank you very much, Juan. Those are all my questions.